Hello and welcome to another episode of Pixel Narratives with Anutosh. In our studios, we have a very wonderful person. I'll be taking you through his life journey. But the reason why I have invited Mr. Dhrubajyoti Pathak, who is a sales and business development professional, well, that is his job. And he has, over the period of time, worked with several multinational companies. And he is something like you want to set up a business. He is one of the best person to suggest you how to proceed. But that is not the reason why I have invited him to Pixel Narratives with Anutosh. The other side of Mr. Pathak is he is a very enthusiast biker and he travels all around the country on his bike. Welcome to my podcast, Pixel Narratives with Anutosh.
Thank you for calling.
And your CV is so elaborate that if I start reading this, I would require one more episode of Pixel Narratives. And my viewers will definitely come to know when you will be talking about it. He is an MBA, a postgraduate diploma in computer information and management, and has completed his bachelor's in science from B. Borua College, Guwahati.
MBA is executive MBA.
Executive MBA, yeah.
Let's say what.
And for me, inviting Mr. Pathak for my podcast is a wonderful feeling because he is an alumni of Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan. He was a student of Kendriya Vidyalaya Khanapara. Now it is PM Shri
Yes.
Kendriya Vidyalaya Khanapara. So welcome, Mr. Pathak. And now we'd like to have a narrative with you and know how you, being a businessman, a person who looks after the administrative part of a business, working with so many multinational companies, how and when were you interested in bike?
It's a long story actually. My father was also a biker. Means like 1972, he bought the Java bike.
Okay.
I was very small that time. So he used to ride from Kokrajhar to Guwahati, Bongaigaon, Guwahati. He was also a rider kind of a man that time. And Java, he bought it. He was the second person to buy that Java in Guwahati.
Oh,
So during those days, what happened when I was a bit small, I was a kid, maybe about class 1 and 2. He used to tell me to, hey, please dry it up, please clean it up. He used to do that. So I used to do that. I loved that. So since the very beginning of my life, I was very interested in motorbikes.
okay.
So
So when did you first sit on a bike? I think that
no,
you
that
used to
time
do every day.
I used to do it with my father because I
But
used to clean it. And he used
when
to,
you finally thought that no more of cycle, it should be the
no,
Java.
cycle was also there.
Huh.
What happened? Like then after that, my father had an accident, so he did not do motorcycles. He got a scooter after that.
Okay.
So when I was in class 6, he used to again. I was I was to do the same thing, like clean up the scooter and everything. When I was in class 6, I was still wearing a half pant and all. I thought my father was sleeping on a Sunday.
And that time you were in Kendriya Vidyalaya.
Yeah.
You were in
No, I
Kendriya.
was not in Kendriya Vidyalaya at that time. I
Okay.
came to Kendriya Vidyalaya in class 7.
Okay.
So in class 6, I cleaned that. Thought, let me try it. So I sat on the scooter, and it was a bit slopey thing.
Okay.
So put off the stand and sat on it and tried to drive. And I was just going down the slope.
Okay.
So I could balance it that time. And I was riding cycle since I was in class 2.
Oh,
I was
so
very
you had
enthusiastic.
that balancing
Yeah,
act
balancing was already
very
there.
nicely. Right.
So I used to always pull it up to the top of that slope and again come down. Then one of my uncles said, "Then why don't you kickstart it and try it with the gear? I'll show you how to do the gear and clutch and everything." So I mostly knew it, but still he showed me how to do it. So on that very first day, I attempted it, and I started riding. So and after that, my father got transferred in class 6 only, and I
So
was
you
such an
had all
expert.
the ideas of gear changing
Yes,
and
yes,
everything.
I was very enthusiastic about it. No,
Yeah.
since my
See,
childhood.
that's what that's a passion when you
Absolutely.
get and that is how even if somebody must have taught you, it is the bike that has taught you.
Yeah.
Because you have been observing your father driving it and changing of the gears, and that is how you learned.
Yeah.
Because you were already on a bicycle, so the balancing part was
Was
already
already
taken
there.
care. Then you went to the college. Did
Yeah.
you did you ever take your bike to the college when you were in
I
class 11,
started
12?
taking bike in school itself. Means
Oh,
class 6 onwards, when my father saw that I could do it, then
uh,
he used to go on tour, or maybe he was also transferred to some other places. He
uh,
went to Naga or Lakhimpur, those places he was transferred there. So he did not take his scooter along with him. The scooter was already there. So I used to go on on my father's scooter to the market, do marketing and everything. Then again, my mother also used to sit on my back on
okay.
the scooter. So class 6 onwards, I was an ardent rider.
And those days in the 80s, Guwahati did not have so much traffic.
No, it did not. It didn't have to have license also that time.
Huh, it didn't
Road
have so
was
much
also,
traffic.
yeah. Everything
But
was okay.
then you learned the better way of learning the bike and using it in a very proper
Yes,
and a
I
judicious
got the
way.
support from my
Yes,
family
yes.
also on that.
And because in today's days, it is a different story
Yeah, yeah.
altogether.
My kid doesn't ride a bike now. He knows it, but he doesn't like it. Doesn't
Yeah.
like it.
And in most cases, we come across kids
Yeah, yeah,
who drive the bike and they drive you mad.
yeah, yeah. That's what.
And well, when you used to take your bike to your school and college, okay, and then you have got into this business job and you started managing companies like Godrej and Airtel and a lot of other
That's right.
companies
Yes.
you have worked. And then when did you think that, well, why not travel all over India on my bike?
Actually, during my official listing also, when I was working with the companies, that time also I already had a bike.
Huh.
I always had a bike from the very beginning. I had a scooter first, and then I came to Hero Honda, then Hero Honda Splendor, then I had TVS,
Okay, okay.
TVS, Suzuki TVS, it was like that.
Uh-huh.
Then I had a Bullet.
Okay. You have taken your bike to your colleges and thing, and when did you really think that now I should take my bike and go for an all India tour?
It happened gradually. Like when I was working also during that period also, I used to like go. I had my bike always. I had my bike, so I used to ride and go to places like maybe Tezpur, then Mangalore, Shillong,
Okay.
Nalbari, all those places.
That is a point to
Yeah,
point.
point to point, that
Yeah.
was like
But
that.
now you're going
But
for a
then,
circuit.
yeah, circuit. So what happened during the pandemic?
Huh.
I had my Bullet. I had my Bullet since 2007, 2008.
Okay.
So during the pandemic, what happened? Like I didn't have anything to do. I was cycling or walking or running or doing those things in the morning. I used to exercise. So I was doing all those things, and then I used to. You don't have any work to do, so I used to move around. Means you had your head blocked. So when we ride our bike, unless the bikers or riders always they will say, but when you go on a ride, you feel free.
Huh.
You feel free and you feel like you are everything. You
Right.
don't get any kind of tension or things like that.
So when did you first plan a circuit and how was your experience?
That's what, like, it started just after the pandemic. Some of our friends came and said we are having a camping this thing in Nameri.
Okay.
So it's in Jorhat. There is a Nameri resort there. Somebody came, friends came and said, okay, let's go there. We'll be doing a 2 night camping and things like that.
Okay.
So I thought, okay, fine. So I started it. Then when actually previously I used to ride alone. So when I used to ride alone, that was okay. But when you ride in a group with say 20, 30 people, that was a different feeling
Yes,
altogether.
coordination and
Absolutely.
thing.
And that was the first time when we went to Namadi and we had a camping there and with those what you call bonfire and everything, evening parties, songs and everything. No, it changed me. Like, "Arey, what am I doing? Why am I riding alone? We should ride with friends. Like, so after coming back, we met so many people there. I used to know many other people before that also, but after that camping, so it clicked me now. I have to join somewhere and do it. So I got hold of some of my friends and then we joined a club. It's my club's name is One Horn Riders.
One Horn
Horn
Riders.
Riders.
Okay.
Okay. So we joined there. Three, four of my friends we joined together.
So this One Horn Rider, it's a club that you have established.
Yeah.
And how do somebody be a member of that club? I think my viewers would be very interested to know because a lot of you are also bikers like Mr. Pathak. So I would like to know how you can be a member of this elite, wonderful club.
So it's like that. See, first you have to know some people, and he has to be a rider, and we will not allow one person just directly to our club. We'll ask him to ride with us for say 2 3 rides, maybe short rides, and maybe night halting rides, maybe camping rides. After 3 4 rides, then we'll just after getting to know about him, then our members of the club they will decide whether he is
Eligible for
eligible
your
for
club.
joining our club or not.
Yeah.
And then
And is there any age restriction for that?
no restriction. We in our club we have people from the age of maybe about 20, 22, 24, and we have a president and chief. He is about 63.
Oh,
So it's like that.
so
And maybe in between my friends we are about 6 7 of our friends which we of the same
age
batch,
group.
same age group, same batch.
Right.
I have school friends and I have college friends whom I brought in this club. We have come in together.
Now, you have a group, you have a club. Do you associate or do you, make your tours socially connected to people?
Yes, yes. Means
Social
it's-
events,
yeah.
through your.
We do that. See,
Because I was going through your images and I found that you have even gone to Khardungla and those are pass and
Ladakh,
the Ladakh and
Ladakh.
Leh. So my viewers would really love to hear how you planned it and what was the total, people who participated and how many days tour and what are the achievements that you have come through.
it happens like there are many events happening in Northeast now, even
Right.
all India events also. And Royal Enfield is one of the leading pioneers in this.
I mean, they have just come back. It's a comeback of that.
Comeback means they are already 20,
Bullet.
more than 20 years now. They are already in the field. They are number one. So it's like that. So we only ride with our Royal Enfield people. Means like we have
Okay.
our own kind of a thing. But we also have friends who ride with us. That's okay. But then our clubs are only Royal Enfield.
Yeah, because I think in that way your maintenance kind of thing is
everything,
also taken care very
Taken-
properly.
Yeah, we
Right.
get good.
I mean, you all know each other's bike and
And we know many small things we can repair ourselves.
Okay,
So we do it like that. So you said about how we plan. It happened like we were doing sorties. Maybe we go for a breakfast ride. We go for a one night haul. Maybe Cherrapunji or Manas or Kaziranga is like that. Then we thought, okay, let's go to Leh Ladakh, Kadungla and all. Let's go
Okay.
there. So see, then we voted who were going. So we came up with about 4 5 people came out. And then we also asked other club members if they would like to join. Because see, we are having a cohesiveness amongst our club members and our other clubs also.
Okay.
We are very friendly. Means, like, we go together in many like rides. We go together. We ride together. 5 6 clubs. We go together. About 30
Yeah,
40
and
people.
particularly the bike 350cc,
Yes.
bullet. I think there are many bike clubs all over the
Many,
country,
yes, yes.
many,
In-
and most of them are on that bullet only.
Yeah, mostly because see, it's readily it's like ambassador car before. It was
Right,
ambassador, you
right.
can service it everywhere.
Right.
Even bullet is like that now.
Yes.
So everything is repairable. Everything gets serviced very quickly, and also Royal Enfield gives special care to the people who are going out from one place to another.
So bullet is something like the Harley Davidson of the
Yeah,
US.
outside like US you can say Harley Davidson. But
Right.
in India it is
It's
Enfield.
bullet. It's Enfield. Royal Enfield.
Royal Enfield.
The name itself is.
Yes.
And mostly we would see the policemen on a Royal Enfield
Yeah,
when we were young.
And that means people
That
who
was
want to
the-
look tough, who
tough.
want to be
Right,
like a
right.
rider.
And,
they
it-
will
and it has
always
got a
give-
wonderful sound.
Absolutely.
It's a wonderful
That
sound.
duk sound means like, if you know, then you'll be knowing that any boy from his childhood days, he'll be dreaming out a Royal Enfield, riding a Royal
Exactly.
Enfield from his very childhood. Even I had that dream. But I fulfilled it only maybe around at the age of 37, 38.
Oh, exactly. And there was one more bike, YesD,
ESD was there, and ESD is also a part of Java.
class of Java.
Yeah, Java again came out with ESD previously. Now what
It
is
has
happening?
again come back,
It
I
has
think.
come back, but yeah, it is in the field now.
It's a field. So, tell me, my viewers, about your tour to Leh and Ladakh.
Okay, so I was saying like we decided ki let's go for Leh Ladakh because see, if you are a rider, if you don't ride Leh Ladakh, if you don't ride Northeast, if you don't ride the coastal,
Coastal
if you
areas.
don't do the
And
western,
all of these rides you are talking about, you
yeah.
have already done it.
I have not done the western part,
You
but
have not done the
other
western part.
others I have already finished. Western part, 2 years I have been trying to
Right.
do it. I have booked everything. I have taken hotels also everything, but somehow or the other, because of my business related
Okay.
matters or maybe something else,
So,
both
on
the
an
times I could
average,
not.
how many hours do you travel non-stop?
See, for a bike,
Because now the roads are very good all over the country.
on a daily basis, we travel about 10 to 12 hours, something, sometime about 15, 16 hours also, but that's very rare.
Okay.
But on a bike, like if on a car, if you can travel for 3 hours continuous, for a bike, you can travel up to 1 hour or 1.5 hours.
Then you
Like
take a
maybe
break.
we take a break because it's like it
Yeah.
gets hot
Right.
and
Right.
things like that. So we take a
And
break.
I think physically
Every
also
100
you also
kilometers
get
or
some.
120 kilometers max, we take a break.
Okay.
Or maybe if we go slow, then maybe on a 1 hour basis. It's like that.
Right. So, when you travel to Leh, the different terrains, right from Guwahati, you had a different terrain, and then when you reach Jammu, from there you have a different terrain, and you are very close to the LOC. So,
I'll tell you one thing.
so
See,
I think this is a wonderful time of sharing the
I'll tell you
beautiful
one
landscape.
thing. India is such a place. It's just a vast country, no? People go to other countries to visit, but I would say India has each and every country in India only. You can, if you think about Switzerland, you have Switzerland in India. If you think about maybe Alps, you can have it here. Okay, so what I'm saying is, so India is such a country where you have everything. You can get the feeling of any country in the world. So, as you have said, Leh Ladakh again. If when you travel to Arunachal and Leh Ladakh is almost same. Only the thing is like the beauties are of different kinds. Here it is all greenery. There
There is
it is
dry.
all dry.
It's dry.
It's like that. But then the roads and everything is good. Same kind of terrain, same kind of everything. Ice, if you say about ice, it's there in Arunachal, it's there in Leh Ladakh also. So only part is like you have to have your guts first
Right.
thing. It's not that you ride a bike and you become a biker or a rider. No, there are two things in a for a one person who rides a bike. Some calls it biker, some call it rider. So biker are the one who just like they jeep zap zoom around the city.
Right.
They are bikers. They don't have any ethics. They don't have any what you call discipline.
Rules, nothing.
Nothing. No discipline at all. Those are bikers. But riders, when we go in a group, we are very disciplined. Means like if he is riding in the serial number 1 and I am in 3, we will always be there only. Even if he stops somewhere, we'll just take up that same position. And our riding speed will not be.
So you have some defined rules
Yes,
that
yes.
you have set.
Means we are very disciplined. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Means
And
we will not do any uh, activities which would be difficult for other public and everything. We ride responsibly. We put up a sticker in our bike also. Say, I ride responsibly. So that is the
when
thing.
like when you travel all the way from Guwahati, crossing 8, 9 different states, you meet different people at different places.
Yes.
Your experience, how do you feel that okay, they accept you when you travel?
No, when we travel, see, when we travel to Ladakh and when we travel to, say, Kanyakumari also, what we do, we put up the whole riding map.
Huh.
Which route we are taking, the route map, we put it on, means we print it in our t-shirts.
T-shirts, okay.
T-shirts means when you open up things like that. And again, what happens when we ride, 4 or 5 people ride, people automatically sees the number plate and they don't know. They know that these people have come from this such and such place. So they automatically come and ask things, and we also share everything.
And how is their reaction?
It means it's that is the joy of riding. Means when you
That's the
ride
joy of riding in India.
in India,
Right.
it's like everybody is enthusiastic about it.
Oh,
Means if you ride on the road, you'll find people coming by car. They'll just pull down their windows and they'll
wave.
wave back to you. It's like that.
That's
And
a
sometimes
wonderful.
people
That's a
also
wonderful feeling.
absolutely they will stop you and talk to you. Hey, where have you come from? Where you were going? How long you have been riding?
Yeah.
Everybody is enthusiastic about
So when you see
riding.
10, 12 bikes going together,
And we
definitely.
stop and talk. Means when we are riding
Okay.
together, if we find somebody coming from the other side also, we stop, we talk, we discuss things. How about the road? And I'll tell you one thing: like all the riders community, we are into a national kind of a forum. We have our own WhatsApp groups and all, national WhatsApp groups, wherein if we go to any place, we just inform them that we are coming from this place.
Okay, you have a
Yeah.
different rider group
Yeah,
in
national
different
rider
cities.
group. Yes,
Okay.
we're coming from this place, so let us know how is the road, what are the things like that.
Uh-huh.
So we get to know everything from them. They come and we meet up also.
So it is a wonderful feeling actually traveling all across the country, going from one state to another, different culture, different people, different food, and
Yes,
different
yes,
weather.
absolutely,
And it is a wonderful experience that you must be having on a traveling on a bike.
absolutely.
And you must be the people who are very close to nature
Yes.
because you see it directly, not
Not on,
traveling by any other
not only
transportation. But
see,
even if you travel by car, you have an obstruction. But bike means
you can go
you
anywhere.
have the wind around
And
you, you have the smell around you, you get
on
everything.
top of that, we go and do camping on various places, like even on the in a
Roadside.
mountain, on the roadside,
Right.
maybe just near the stream. It's like that. Means we can camp anywhere. We carry our
So,
camp.
Mr. Pathak, how many such planned tours you have
See,
completed?
long tours. So we have. I have done
Not point to point, circuit tours.
circuit tours. We have done northeast. I have done about 3, 4.
Huh.
Then again, this northern means we have been to the northernest part of
Jammu Kashmir,
no Leh Ladakh.
Leh
That's the
Ladakh.
border
You
of
have been to
Pakistan,
Ladakh.
Balkistan. Means the
Okay.
border of we have gone till there. So northernest last village of India it is called northernmost
Okay.
village of India, Balkistan Turtuk.
Okay.
In
Tutu.
yeah in Leh Ladakh. And then we have been to
Sikkim.
Sikkim only not fully covered. Sikkim there are some restrictions also,
Okay.
so not fully covered. Sikkim again we are planning to do it in a different way now. So Sikkim to some extent yes. Then northeast Arunachal we have been to Kivito Koho.
So, all this tour, what is the average time you require?
Northeast is about 7 to 10 days.
Okay.
If you go to any places, because we do short trips here.
Uh-huh.
Like Koho Kivito is the easternmost village of India, first village of India, just China border,
Okay.
and the east, that is Arunachal. So there we took about 11 days. Okay, Tawang to it takes about 7, 8 days.
Right.
And again, longest tour like Ladakh, it took us about 28 days. And Kanyakumari and South means we did that coastal belt. We started from here via Siliguri, then Kolkata, Digha, from Digha,
Bhubaneswar.
Bhubaneswar, Puri, Vizag, Visakhapatnam, Chennai,
Right.
LP, Bangalore, like that. We there it took us about. We had a plan of doing 32 days, 34 days, but then we had to cut short because of some health issues coming up. Because South again is very hot for us.
Okay.
So means even me, I was we got dehydrated.
Yeah, because
became very
the
weak.
weather is
Yeah,
different
very different,
from
very
north and
hot.
south.
Though it was in November, December,
No, that time
January.
it is humid.
Yeah, but still got dehydrated.
Right.
So we could not do the whole. Means we did the coastal part, but then riding back, we thought it's better that we skip it. We booked it and came back from Kolhapur, Maharashtra.
Okay.
We did that to Maharashtra. That's
So my viewers must be very happy when we are talking about this bike safari all around the country. I would now like to ask you one question. Suppose new people would like to join this kind of a tour. So what are the things that they should keep in mind?
basic is that you have to have your health in the right state. You will have to have your mind in the right state, and most importantly, when you ride for longer durations, don't you don't have to take any other abusive things like drinks and all. You have to avoid all those. And on top of that, you also will have to know about that terrain or that place where you were going. So you'll have to plan it out first and get all your things listed, and then you have to make a checklist of that, what you are going to take and how many days you are going to do that thing. And also you will have to know about the road map. Suppose you are going to some place, and if there is a issue on the road, or if there is some disturbances happening in that particular area, you'll have to have that
Okay.
those kind of knowledge, those kind of things. You'll have to again take it on the checklist and do that. So you'll have to plan it that way.
And what are your future plans?
My future, I have only one future plan as of now, which is to do the waste from here to
Okay. No,
Goa.
that is in India.
That is
You have any international?
no international. I means international. If I go, I'll not go by bag. I'll fly. But what I'm saying is, in India, you have each and every part of the world. You'll find it in India only. No, you don't have to go to the other places of the world or other countries to have your own this
Okay.
thing. So you have everything. You'll find everything in India only.
So,
So
Mr. Pathak, that was wonderful talking about your experiences traveling all over the country on your bike. But now I want my viewers to hear from you what measures or precautions the young bikers who should follow when they drive in the city.
see, in the city, you have to be very careful. Now it is happening like people are always jeep, zooming
Huh.
all the time.
Huh.
So young bikers are always young, but they should keep in mind that it is not that they are only riding. There are also other people on the road who are riding or maybe walking or even driving on a car. So you have to follow the safety measures. You have to follow the protocol, the traffic rules, and everything. It is very important. See, it's not your life; it is also others' life which you will have to look into. So you should not jeopardize others' life for the sake of you having fun.
Oh, yeah,
It's like
because
that.
that is what we see in
Yes.
most of the places these days.
So
They
when we
have
see,
such wonderful bikes coming and they modify their bike. It makes a lot of noise
yeah,
and they are a kind of threat to the people who are
absolutely.
around.
Now I think even the traffic police are after this modified
Yes, it,
silencers and all. They
right.
they now catch hold of those people and penalize them also. But if you see in we riders, we don't modify our bikes. It will be as it is. Our own stock, whatever we have got it when we bought it, we keep it that way only. We don't change our things because that is the best equipment for our bike. Modification only damages your bike and also your everything.
Anything that you modify,
It's not good.
it's definitely going to
Harm you,
harm you later on.
harming your bike.
So
Yes.
that was really wonderful talking to Mr. Dhrubajyoti Pathak, and I'm sure what he has just spoken for the young riders. See, there is a lot of adventure waiting for you when you go around the country on your bike. Use that time, learn your riding, and travel all across the country on a bike. As a wonderful rider, enjoy the beauty of our country. On that note, it was really wonderful talking to Mr. Dhrubajyoti Pathak, and I thank you for coming to my studios after for a episode of Pixel Narratives with Anutosh. In our next episode, we'll be again talking to another achiever who has really made a mark of his own. Till then, do take care. Goodbye.
Thank you. Thank you.